Show. From Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at News Talk 96.1 and M1180 KER. Radio.com. Now, here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Current Radio. Check us out online at currentradio.com. Download the Current Radio app to your smart device. Take us wherever you go. Now streaming live on YouTube. Just head over to YouTube, search up Current Radio, subscribe to the notification bell, and every day that we are live, you can come along for the ride with us. We're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just look up Current Radio. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? We have a great show for you lined up today. No guests, but lots of topics. I was at a field trip this morning out at COM, so I won't bore you with that story, but I will tell you about the game last night. Also, SNAP benefits are about to run out for a lot of people here, not just locally, but across the nation. We'll talk about how many people, and I'm going to take an opinion, and people are probably going to get mad at me, but it's all right. That's what we do around here. And then we will also talk about the Genesis Mata case, which the preliminary hearing started today. We'll tell you who was on the stand. Also, the deliberations for the Madison Williams DUI. I wasn't as drunk as I was afterwards, after the accident case. Deliberations will continue tomorrow. And there was something else locally that I didn't write down. Oh, yeah. Somebody else is seeking a mental health diversion. This person probably actually needs it, as opposed to former Supervisor Zach Scrivener, who also is seeking a mental health diversion case. We'll tell you who that is and whether or not they will be awarded. And something else. The La Mirage Hotel burned down again for the second time in a week. Fourth time, at least, in 6 months. We'll talk about that and some of the other vacant buildings that have caught fire recently, and how some of those are on the list for being demolished. We'll give you a full list of those. And I think that's up. They got that, and the SNAP benefits. And the community of Shafter is trying to change high-speed rail. We'll tell you what the city council has decided to try to do, as high-speed rail, I guess, is continuing to be built. But we got to start with what is probably one of the greatest World Series games of all time. It was actually 2 games in 1, as it went 18 whole innings last night. And it's fitting that it's Halloween week, because we should just play, you know what we should play every time the Dodgers come? 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. Because he did it.
Oh, my goodness.
It's Freddy, dude. It's Freddy season. That's what we should just call it. Freddy season. My guy steps up in the clutch. If you don't know what we're talking about, the Dodgers and Toronto Blue Jays. Game 3 of the World Series at Chavez Ravine, Dodger Stadium last night. We were sitting here till what, 6:30, Chris? 6, 7?
7-ish?
6, 7.
Okay,
What? Could have done without that? Sorry,
yeah,
that
could have done without
was
that.
cringe?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll go to the chat and let me see what the chat has to say about that.
You know, we need to remember that when we start using the slang is when kids
they stop.
using
Exactly.
it.
Yes.
And, you know, we shouldn't deter our children from having their own slang. Everybody have their own slang.
But I am out to ruin everything in my daughter's life, Christopher.
Oh,
that's the job.
Wrong.
as a father is you're
You
supposed to.
attacked Halloween. What's next? Christmas? Don't you dare.
There's a problem with
Don't
Christmas too,
you
but
Dare. We're not going to get on this.
we're not in Christmas season yet. It's still Freddy season.
It is. Freddy Krueger season.
For that Fred, hey, it's all scary if you're the opposing pitcher.
Oh, jeez.
But no, we left here what?
I don't know, like 7 o'clock.
About 7 o'clock. It was maybe the 6th, 7th inning. See what I did there? 6, 7.
Stop it.
Parents all over are like, oh my gosh, yeah, don't. My kids all day long. So much so that the kids in my daughter's class got told they can't even say it anymore.
And we wonder why it
No more
doesn't
6,
mean
7.
anything. We keep trying to use it ourselves. They're like, you know what? We're just going to have to get rid of this already anyway. So why even give it a meaning?
Yeah. So now they're not allowed to do that anymore in class. No more 6, 7. But we stayed till about the 6th or 7th inning, honestly. And then I had got a phone call and somebody said, hey, we're watching the game at KC Steakhouse. And you can guess who it was at that point, Mr. Bailey. And he said, there's nobody really here. We're just kind of hanging out watching the game. If you should swing on by. Me and Big Mike. Big Mike's Raging Barbecue. Mike Arier. So I stopped in. And I figured the game's already, it's you know what I mean? We're late in the game. I'll be here for an hour at the most. This isn't going to take long.
3 hours later.
3 hours later.
Actually, no, it's way longer than that. Actually, now I think about it, it was way
like
longer.
4 hours later.
The game was 6.5 by itself.
We'll just say the KC Steakhouse closed and we didn't go home. We made Liz stay with us until midnight to watch the game. I felt bad. Not bad enough to go, we should leave, but I still felt bad.
I doubt she cared that much. You saw baseball history.
It was a great game. Great game. Nobody even remembers the delayed strike call in the what inning was that? Like the 4th, 5th inning?
You know what? That's a good point. I didn't even talk about that this morning.
Didn't even remember it because at that point in the game,
we're 2 games behind. I mean,
well, now, yeah, it's 18.
A whole game.
There's a whole nother game and a half after that. But at that point, it seemed like a big play.
You know what's funny? You could have started watching Monday Night Football.
Yes.
Finished the entire game without leaving. Switched to this game
and watched a whole
9 innings.
Whole baseball game in.
That is absolutely bizarre.
It was a wild game.
This is the second time the Dodgers have had it happen in 7 years.
And the happiest man is Edman, because he made that error where he could have got the double play that got the Blue Jays on the board. I think they ended up tying it up at that point. And that I thought, oh boy, this is going to be the pivotal point of the game. That's going to be it. But my boy Shohei is he's not human. He's not human. He has my favorite swing in baseball. Chris, can you guess who has my favorite swing of all time in baseball?
Better be Ken Griffey Jr.
Exactly. The sweetest swing in all of baseball
ever made.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Nobody better.
My favorite player ever.
And yes, that means ball game too.
But Shohei, that swing, and I don't know if it's just his eye-hand coordination, everything he hits has potential to leave the park. Like everything. So much so that they walked. How many times did they end up walking him?
He was on base 9 times.
He got walked 5 times. He had 2 home runs and 2 doubles. And they got walked the rest of the game. And even when they asked the coach of the Blue Jays, I don't know his name. I don't even care. Is this how you're going to pitch to him from now on? Yes.
110%.
Yes.
Actually, put Freddie on the list too.
I'm telling you. I'd be more scared of Freddie at this point. But you're only in that position because of Shohei. He hits the home run to tie the game, and then we're off to extra innings. And there was probably 2 different hits. I think Freddie at one point almost hit one in extra innings that we all thought was going to end the game. But should there be a rule? Because I started hearing this conversation almost immediately after the game. Should there be a rule that you can't walk a guy that many times?
No, absolutely not. That's strategy.
No,
It's just like the hack-a-shack thing. You guys are just complaining because it's your guy.
It's chicken is what it is.
No, it's strategy.
It's chicken. Pitch to the guy.
Absolutely not.
Okay. And then what happens? Then you got to face Mookie. Now, Mookie's not hitting the best, but then who comes up after Mookie?
Okay, exactly. So why does it matter if they walk Shohei?
Because then now you're putting a runner on base.
Okay. And that is a bad thing for you?
If the next 3 guys can hit home runs, yeah, now you got 2 runs. I just think it takes away a lot. You got to pitch. You can't intentionally walk a guy. Now, if you want to do, I think the last time they actually threw pitches to him, they were all way outside.
No, see, this is the thing. It's just like I was going to tell Ralph yesterday too, because Ralph said that the 2-3-2 format is unfair to the Dodgers.
Oh, I don't. That doesn't bother me.
The whole point is home field advantage.
Yeah.
Just like this with the Barry Bondsing, as I like to call it, of Shohei. 100% walk the guy. Why are we even pitching to him in the first place? That is absolutely
because that's
ridiculous.
Baseball.
He is literally a android created to hit home runs and strike people out. I am a firm believer of this. But no, we are not going to sit there and say, oh, this should only allow you to walk a guy 3 times in a game. Shush. No, that's for dog.
And he's pitching tonight.
Exactly. That's a no. Barry Bonds and somebody is strategy.
How those guys are even going to go out and play a baseball game today? They played 2 games last night.
Damn.
And that's insane. First thing Shohei said was, I just want to get to bed.
Blue Jays
just want to get to bed.
No, Shohei was excited. Did you not see the video of him afterwards in the dugout?
Yeah, but he was
Dave
still
Roberts said, we got a game today. And he said, heck yeah.
I'll calm down.
Ready to go.
He is, because he's not a human. He's an animal. He's a beast.
They got something extra in those locker rooms.
He is something else, man. Shohei. Should he get the MVP just for being walked? I mean, nah, it's gonna be Freddie again. Freddie's not done. Freddie likes October. He likes to show out. He steps up. He's clutch. Pitch around Shohei all you want to. That's fine. Can't pitch around everybody. Dodgers up 2-1. And all I'm gonna say is, put your passports away. Put the passports away. We are not leaving LA. Don't worry. Freddie, you can make plans with the kids to trick or treat on Friday. Dodgers wrap it up tomorrow night. I will call that. Now, if Ralph comes in and says the same thing, he's the mush, not me.
Y'all are trading this back and forth.
He's the mush. I'm not a mush. I didn't mush anything. I called the sweep. What happened? Sweep.
Again, you called the sweep on game 4 when you were already up 3-0. That's not calling anything.
Yeah, we could have lost that
That's
game.
A 50-50
I could have jinxed it.
Absolutely not only calling the sweep.
I called the sweep, and I've called every single BCHS victory this year.
Fair. I am always fair on EBS. I will give you the credit if it is deserved.
I'm calling it.
No,
calling it.
I cannot give you the credit for that. There was not a Dodger fan alive that was thinking you guys were going to sweep the Brewers going in.
Sweep.
No way.
I called it. I called that. I called Bakersfield Christian over BHS. I called it. All me. Let's get to a break. Come back on the other side. We'll talk about some things going on locally. The preliminary hearing for the father and stepmother of Genesis Mata has begun. I won't give you the details. Most of you know them by now. That are being spoken of in the preliminary hearing. We'll tell you who testified, though. Speaking of court cases, Fernando Jara, the husband of Supervisor Leticia Perez, is seeking a mental health diversion. We'll tell you more about that. Democrat states, 25 of them to be exact, are suing the Trump administration as the Department of Agriculture has indicated that SNAP benefits will not go out November 1st. We'll tell you how many people are affected, and I'll share my thoughts. And another fire at the La Mirage. They should just change the name to, yeah, it's just sad. The building is burned down 4 times in 6 months. And why we can't get a handle on it, I have no idea. Get to a break. More on the other side. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Start your day right. First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m.
On the Wednesday edition of the First Look program, we'll talk a little medicine with a friend, Dr. Vip Dev. John Cox with the news quiz. The city of Shafter, not crazy about any other high-speed rail options, plus news and traffic and weather. 6 to 9 a.m. right here at News Talk 96.1 and streaming live on the World Wide Web at kernradio.com.
First Look with Scott Cox, 6 to 9 a.m. News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Welcome back. They keep using us to advertise. You know why? I don't know.
Results. Results, I tell you. So come on out to California Fruit Depot for Falltoberfest.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fun day. It's a fun 30 minutes for the family. You'll love it. Come on out, 30 minutes, get your picture taken, get a shake, get a smoothie, fresh squeezed orange juice,
yum, delicious.
Local nuts. You can get it all.
Now for the real reason that we're back.
California Fruit Depot is going to donate a minimum of $10,000 to a local charity.
10,000.
What we need you to do is people to come into Cal Fruit Depot, vote for a locally owned or managed company.
Yes.
That is publicly traded.
Righto.
We're going to invest a proportionate amount based on the votes.
Based on the vote.
And at the end of 2026, if it goes up in value,
yes,
we'll donate all of that money to a local charity.
Hooray.
And if it goes down in value, you will make up the difference to where it's a minimum of $10,000.
Oh, I don't like that.
And we'll update this throughout the year through our paid commercials. Is this even legal?
Remotely.
Future performance does not indicate.
Some restrictions apply.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program may only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it could end your debt nightmare and save you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for. So don't wait. For this free information, call 800-422-8552. 800-422-8552. That's 800-422-8552. Not available in all states. Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Need cash fast? Tap into the value of your home with a home equity line of credit from Valley Strong Credit Union. Whether it's for home improvements, debt consolidation, or that dream vacation, you can get your cash offer in minutes. That's right, just minutes to unlock the power of your home's equity with no hard credit pull to see how much cash you can get. No stress, no waiting, just smart local banking that puts you first. Grow your possibilities with Valley Strong Credit Union. Visit valleystrong.com to get started today.
The Armstrong and Getty Show, weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
All right, welcome back. Oh, I love when that happens, Chris. There we go.
I don't know why my music wasn't playing.
Who knows sometimes in there. I've sat on that board many times, Chris, and had things happen that I'm just like,
I'm just hoping it was actually playing and we didn't realize it.
No, I don't think it was.
I don't think it was either. I think you're right.
No, it didn't start blaring in my ear until 5 seconds later. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com, the Kern Radio app on your smart device, and streaming on YouTube. Just go over there, search up Kern Radio, also on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Me too. I'm out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? Oh, now what were you telling me in the break, Chris? I should know Bad Bunny. Why?
Yeah.
I should do.
All you Dodger fans out there that can't stand that Bad Bunny.
It's not that I can't stand. It's not that I can't stand him.
No, you guys can't stand it. It's okay.
I just don't know. I just don't know who he is.
Okay. You can't stand it. Y'all call it un-American stuff. It's cool.
It is. He's not American. That's a fact.
He actually is. He's Puerto Rican, but that's besides the point.
Not American. No, come on now.
Is Puerto Rico not part of America? Is Puerto Rico not part of America?
It's not.
Is Puerto Rico not a territory of America?
It's a territory, but that
which is part of America.
It's not a state.
Making him American.
That's questionable.
Just saying. Anyways, regardless.
Then why would he say he's not coming back to America if he was technically in America?
Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
Walkout song has been Bad Bunny for the past couple years because his son's favorite artist is Bad Bunny.
And then he's a bad dad for letting him listen to that garbage.
Oh, now he's a bad dad.
Bad garbage music.
Oh.
I've never even heard it, so I can't even say that. I really don't. It's not that I just don't know who he is.
And we will educate. I got plenty of time. We got plenty of time.
And 4 months, apparently, right? To learn Spanish? Yeah, right.
Not learn Spanish.
That's what he said. I took 2 years and I still couldn't learn it.
You don't necessarily have to learn Spanish to enjoy the music. How about the beat?
It is. And
everybody was dancing to gasoline and not knowing what they were saying.
For the kids. No, they're saying gasoline.
Yeah, that's what that means.
Oh, you kids. 665.
Some of the best songs, you have no idea what they're singing about.
Oh yeah, no, I totally know. I know all the innuendos and hidden messages in there. Oh, completely. There's a whole bunch of songs that are like that. You had no idea.
But my point was
it starts with Madonna, like a virgin.
My point was that when you listen to it at first, you didn't know it, and then
it's like a virgin.
Exactly.
You know the Like a Virgin story, right?
You can still enjoy it.
I can't tell you the story on the air, but
then there's the Tupac story about the baby.
Oh yeah, that came out recently. They found Brenda's baby. Apparently, living somewhere. I don't know. It was a true story.
They said he was in Vegas.
Yeah, and then he met his mom, and because she threw him away, it was a crazy story. Brenda's got a baby. Tupac. That I can listen to. There's some actual.
You can't get behind it.
But there's a story involved. It's like country music. There's a story. There's a meaning. There's a reason for it.
Meaning behind all country music. Is that what you're saying?
A lot of country songs have stories involved.
Country music usually
not today's
four different things.
Not today's garbage country music, Chris. That's garbage. That's not even country
even
anymore.
Back in the Paisley days, and I'm gonna harp this out there as well.
That's stretching the country too.
Brad Paisley should no longer be allowed to do the national anthem at any future baseball game ever. Otherwise, it's going to be in the double digits of innings.
That wasn't that bad.
No, did you not know he's done the last 4 longest World Series games have all been?
Oh, is he the curse?
Yeah,
is he the curse?
He's the national anthem singer.
It's like if Brad Paisley comes out to sing the national anthem, it's going to be a long game, guys. We're going to be here.
Everybody falls asleep. That's what it is. He lulls everybody to sleep.
Be here a while. It's Brad Paisley.
But no, country music has 4 key topics: their car or their truck, their dog, losing their honey, or getting drunk. That's it.
Yeah, but they're all stories involving something. It's a purpose behind it. There's meaning. It's not just look at me shake my butt.
Oh, that's not true. Luke Bryan.
Again, not country. We got to start how most things should start with the drawing the line. And let's set right now what is considered country music. Not Luke Bryan. Sorry. Got to take a break on the other side. We'll talk about food stamps. Are you going to get yours?
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Air traffic controllers are missing another paycheck due to the ongoing government shutdown. raising concerns about financial stress affecting their work. The number of isolated flight delays have been reported since the shutdown began as more controllers call out sick. The Federal Aviation Administration was already short on staff before the shutdown. A federal judge in San Francisco has indefinitely blocked the Trump administration from firing federal workers during the government shutdown. U.S. District Judge Susan Ilston on Tuesday granted a preliminary injunction that bars the firings while a lawsuit challenging them plays out. On Wall Street, the Dow by 161 points, the Nasdaq rose 190. More details at SRNnews.com.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Bill Robbins. Traffic snarled on Corpus Road near I-5 after a semi overturned spilling grapes. According to CHP, the semi pulling two trailers overturned just after 11:30 a.m. on Monday. The semi jackknifed and one trailer overturned, blocking the east and westbound lanes. No report yet on whether or not the driver was hurt. The Department of Justice plans to monitor polling sites in California and New Jersey for the November 4th election. According to the DOJ Civil Rights Division, they want transparency, ballot security, and compliance with federal election laws. In California, polling sites in Kern County will be monitored, as well as those in Riverside, Fresno, Orange, and Los Angeles counties. I'm Bill Robbins in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour or when it breaks on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
It's finally Friday, and boy, do I need it. I need the stockyard in my life. I got no plans. It's time for Dad to relax. Get an adult beverage, have Haley behind the bar take care of me, maybe get me some steak bites or a shrimp cocktail, something off the menu from KC Steakhouse. You're wondering, where am I? I am at 2525 F Street, the Stockyard. Little speakeasy located right next to KC Steakhouse from the folks that brought you KC Steakhouse. Go over there. You're going to see the rope, the red carpet. Ring the bell. They're going to ask you the password. Tell them, why not JR? Then be prepared to relax. I need some Lade playing the acoustic guitar in my life to set the atmosphere for a wonderful, relaxing weekend. And I look no further than the Stockyard, 2525 F Street. Come on down and join me. Just make sure you tell them the password, why not JR?
The Ralph Bailey Show, weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m.
We're in the second longest shutdown in American history, and the Democrats are holding on to the ACA subsidies. But the reality is the termination period was established by the Democrats. There are people making more than $500,000 that are getting tax credits on this thing. It's crazy. Just sign the CR, get the government open, and then let's negotiate.
On News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. The Charlie Kirk Show, weekdays at 6 p.m. on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
There goes my hero, running around the bases, hitting walk-off home runs. There goes Freddy Freeman in October, ending games. Oh, welcome back. It's the JR Show.
It's going to be Dodger Radio for the next 4 hours.
Yeah, it's game 4 tonight. As Shohei takes the mound tonight for the Dodgers. It doesn't matter who's pitching for the Blue Jays because none of them will pitch to Shohei. So you can't really call yourself a pitcher if you don't know how to pitch to batters. That's what I'll say about that. 661-842-5376. Chris is chomping. He's just...
Oh, no, I'm
661. It doesn't matter. He's not going to pitch to everybody. He's not going to pitch to Shohei. You can't even call him a pitcher. As a matter of fact, if I was a pitcher and my coach told me to walk Shohei every time, I'd look at him and be like, what? You don't have confidence in me? You don't think I can strike him out?
Oh, it's Shane Bieber. Cool.
You don't think I can take Shohei?
No.
I would take that offensive if I was a pitcher. I'd look at my coach, be like, screw you, I'm pitching to him. Watch this. And throw one right down, the heater right down the middle, and watch it right down the ballpark.
And you'll be the reason everybody hates you afterwards, too.
Right over his head out of center field. Yeah, he probably shouldn't pitch the show.
No.
Probably shouldn't pitch the show. Probably not a good idea. But there should be a rule, I'd say, Chris. There should be a rule. Locally going on, a hearing to determine whether Fernando Jara, who is the husband of Kern County Supervisor Leticia Perez, he wants to be a candidate for mental health diversion. He had a trial, I believe, or a hearing today that has been postponed to November 12th. In August, Jara's defense counsel announced plans to file the paperwork illustrating why Jara, who is accused of threatening his wife, should be considered for mental health diversion. If you're wondering where you have heard that term before, it's also the tactic that one former Kern County Supervisor, Zach Scrivener, is trying to use to get out of his case. The only difference is Fernando Jara is crazy. I probably shouldn't say that on the radio. He could probably sue me if he wasn't in jail for being crazy. If anybody is a candidate for mental health diversion, I think it's Fernando Jara. And so I'm really curious to see how this plays out, because if Fernando Jara gets denied mental health diversion and somehow Zach Scrivener gets approved for mental health diversion, oh, we are going to have some serious problems. Serious problems. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully it's the other way around, where Mr. Jara gets his mental health diversion that he desperately needs, in my opinion, where Mr. Zach Scrivener needs years and years and years behind bars. As a matter of fact, it should be the other way around right now. It's crazy that one person can walk around the house just yelling threats at people, end up in jail, and still be in jail, while another person can physically climb into a bed with a minor. And I'm sorry if you have kids in the car, sexually penetrate that minor and not even be taken to jail once. And unfortunately, we'll probably never see jail ever. Well, Fernando Jara is sitting in a jail cell right now. Somebody explain that one to me, because if you can explain that one to me, maybe you can also explain how the La Mirage Hotel on Union Avenue has burned down twice in 1 week. 4 times since April, when the health department shut it down. I remember a certain city council member, wannabe assemblyman, running around talking about how he was going to end all the fires. He had a solution. You can't stop one building from burning 4 times in 6 months. And you can blame it on the owner all you want to. And I know it's on your list of 70 properties that need to be demolished. Yeah, there's a list. The La Mirage Hotel is on it. And another building that's burned down more than once in the last 6 months. The old 7-Up bottling company. So much for preserving history. I thought that's what we were all about. So if you can explain those 2 things to me like I'm 8 and make it all make sense, I'd be more than happy to listen. Goodness gracious, this community. And not to be left out locally, deliberations continue for the Madison Williams DUI case. This case has been going on since October 14th, but it's really been going on for quite some time. You see, Miss Williams ran a stop sign over on Taft Highway, Old River Road, back in 2022, where even though she admitted to the officers that she had one margarita, her lawyers contend, well, she wasn't really that intoxicated at the time of the accident, you see. Not enough to be twice the legal limit what the breathalyzer showed and the blood sample showed. No, you see, that was taken 2.5 hours later, so she wasn't that drunk at the time of the accident. We can't prove how drunk she was at the time of the accident. See, the alcohol hadn't absorbed into her body, meaning did she just finish drinking the cocktails as she was starting her vehicle, Mr. Thompson? Because I would contend that it's still driving under the influence. Crashing her Mercedes-Benz 300 into a home, catching it on fire, injuring all of the occupants inside, including a toddler who suffered a fractured skull, broken left arm, and broken ribs. And I know people that know this woman, or at least saw her out weeks after this accident, drinking at a party. And at least this person had the gall to walk up to her and say, "What are you even doing here? You should not be out drinking. You just crashed into a house, causing people serious injuries," to which her response was, "Well, I can take care of them financially." Well, thanks, Miss Williams, but that toddler that has a fractured skull is never going to be the same. Ever. And no amount of money is going to fix that. People like this never learn their lesson because they're never held accountable. They think just because of their status in the community or the money that they have, they can get away with whatever they want. I hope this jury gets it right. They were sent home today. They didn't have deliberations. Apparently, one of them failed to show up. So the judge sent them all home and told them, come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. So we'll find out what happens. Hopefully, they find Miss Williams guilty, because she shows no remorse whatsoever. She was even posting how she was in Mexico afterwards, having drinks. Like, somebody around her would just shake her and say, "Hey, if you're going to go and do these things still, if you're going to still go be dumb, at least don't post it." But I guess if you're dumb enough to still go and do it, you're not very bright, obviously. So of course you would post, because you're not the smartest one. We have a serious DUI. As I was having the conversation about it this morning, somebody else told me, I know somebody that just lost their life to a DUI accident. A 20-year-old was just hit by a DUI driver coming home. And it wasn't their first DUI. Imagine that in this town. Just out of control. Out of control. I touched a little bit on the Genesis Mata preliminary hearings and all they're going over whether or not there should be a trial, which is obvious there will be one, but they have some officers going up, some of the first responders, and I'm not going to go back over, if you haven't heard about the Genesis Mata case. She was found back on October 2nd at the La Quinta Inn in a bathtub, abandoned, left dead by her father and stepmother. who have now been charged with all sorts of felonies to the point where they are eligible for the death penalty. And I don't advocate for that very often, which I know probably some of you disagree with me on that, the death penalty and whether or not we should have one. I don't believe in killing people, even those guilty of the most heinous crimes. But if anybody deserves to be put to death, it's these two people. What they did to that little girl. Again, I won't go over the details, but as I was reading this, because KGET has a live blogger in there, or a journalist in there who's blogging, and as I'm reading it and hearing the testimony from the officers that first arrived, and even the medical examiner who had to do the autopsy on 8-year-old Genesis Mata, it just made me start to think about their mental health and what these officers and even the coroner's office, what they go through and what they see, and the hotel room that they had to walk into that night, and kicking in the bathroom door and finding her naked in a bathtub. I couldn't even imagine. Those are things you can't unsee. And so the first thing that I start to think of after I'm just, my soul is crushed for this little girl, I think about those officers and the medical examiner, and just having to see those things and examine her body. And they said that there was literally from head to toe some sort of signs of abuse on her body, from head to toe, that it took over 2 hours. I couldn't imagine. And so just the mental health aspect of what these first responders go through is, I couldn't do it. I thought about being a paramedic once, and I said, nope, I can't do it. First time I roll up, the blood and stuff doesn't bother me. Broken bones, I can deal with all that. But the first time I roll up on a kid, I'm out. I'm out. I could not. We'll take a break. On the other side, I'll talk a little bit about SNAP benefits. Your food stamps are running out. November 1st, you won't get any more. 40 million people affected, they say. To which makes me go and ask the question, yeah, but of those 40 million, how many actually need them? I know that's not probably right to say or ask, but I think we need to ask those questions. And of the people that do need them, why? Why that many people are on food stamps? We'll break it down a little bit in the next break. Your questions, comments, always welcome. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Wednesday edition, Clay Travis, Buck Sexton Show. Get your popcorn. Curtis Sliwa, Republican candidate, New York City mayor, will join us. There may well be fireworks. We will have fun with that. Plus, Byron Donalds, the man we expect to be the next governor of Florida, all that more. He's currently.
What are y'all saying in the chats? What is up, Chris Orr? Let's see. Gordon Book of San Francisco had a homeless problem, and they put them in hotels, and they are not burned down. I got the YouTube video showing it. Yeah, that may be the case, but I still question whether we should be putting them in hotels. That's their way of skewing numbers and going, well, they're not unhoused anymore. You know what I mean? It's the city's way of saying that we're being successful when we're really not, because are we really helping that person just by giving them a hotel room? Just my thoughts. Hello, everyone. Hello, G.J. Chavez. Jimmy Eggs is in the building, I see. David Bourbon. Thank you guys for being nice. I took care of a crack addict infant at KMC in 1993. Goodness gracious, Gordon. Chavez, do I know you? I'm not trying to say Ralph Bailey should retire, but when he does, you take it over. It's kind of like I'm getting in trouble for this. It's kind of like the government right now, especially with the Democrats, where you have all the old people hanging around still trying to run for office, and then you got the young bucks trying to come up and go against them. It's kind of like that. Did you guys get your copy of Kern County Family Magazine? You should go out to all the newsstands and grab it, because there's this darling little 8-year-old on the cover, and she's amazing. Here's that. Go pick it up. Go out. Find it on the newsstands. It's free, so you don't even have to pay for it. And then there's a whole article.
Weekdays noon to 2 on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Now, back to the JR Show.
Welcome back. It's the JR Show. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. I haven't even checked. Is there anything to read on the text message board, sir?
I got one here. It
What do
says,
you
do we have any updates on the Airbnb ordinance?
No, it has to go through commission first. So before they've got a commission, and they'll send it through. They'll try to come up with some ordinance, and then they'll present it to staff, or staff is supposed to come up with the ordinance, present it to the commission. The commission will then pass it, and then it'll go up to the city council. But we haven't even got to the wording of the ordinance yet. I will keep you posted on that as that continues to come about. But yeah, the city is trying to at least manage it. I wouldn't say crack down on it so much as they are trying to manage it and get a handle on it. The short-term rentals, they call them, are Airbnbs, VRBOs. So if you own one, be on the lookout, as an ordinance will be coming from the city probably soon, if I had to guess. 661-842-5376. Anything else on the board, sir?
That's all I got.
That's all. I know there was some in the chat on YouTube. I had jumped in there and was talking to some people in there as well. Was going to try to take up SNAP benefits and welfare. Now, 40 million people are going to be affected come November 1st. These SNAP benefits aren't going to go out. I grew up on welfare. I'll just be real. I grew up on welfare. I was a parent of a single mom, worked hard every single day, and we got food stamps. The embarrassing part was it wasn't like today. I guess they have them on cards now to where it looks like a debit card. Back in the day, you would walk up to the cashier, and if you were paying with food stamps, you had like this coupon booklet, and you'd have to rip them out, and everybody could see that you were paying with food stamps in the store. And then the lady at the register, the cashier, would get the stamp out and stamp all your food stamps, so you couldn't reuse them. Now they got the cards, so kids don't even get embarrassed or anything anymore. So I know what that's like. Trust me, I don't come from a family that was well off or didn't have struggles. I came from, I always said, I'm just a poor little Mexican kid from the south side of Bakersfield. How the heck I got here, I don't know. So I know what that's like. So when I pose these questions, it's not coming from a place of not understanding the struggle firsthand. But 40 million people on welfare. And we don't even call it welfare or food stamps anymore. Now it's SNAP, CalFresh. 40 million people, I have to ask, how many of those 40 million really need them? Like really, really need them? Because I know a lot of families that get them that don't need them. And so at this point, we go, okay, should we reform this system? Should we really take a look at it? Doge, if you will, and see how many people really need these food stamps and how many really need to go out. And then I ask on the other side of that, of those that still do really, really, really need them, because I know there are those families out there, I have to ask why? Why are so many families in this position? And what are we doing? I ask that question every time. The same thing with any kind of free aid. What are we doing to get these people out of that position? The Democrats will always go, oh, well, they're going to take away this, they're going to take away that. What have we done to lift these people out of the struggle that they're in? Anything? Why do we see these cycles continue in families and in these places, in these communities? Why? Instead of just continuing to feed them, how about we lift them out of that poverty? Just, again, I'm just a poor little Mexican kid from the south side of Bakersfield. I know that struggle. I grew up on them. I was a welfare kid. I get it. I know those struggles, but what are we doing to bring our people out of that? It's the old cliche, right? It's the old saying: you can lead a horse, or not. You can feed a man a fish, or you can teach him to fish, right? You just keep giving them the fish. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Or one day, do you actually take them out and say, "Hey, look, I know where you can get some fish, dude. You're gonna have to put in some work. It's gonna take some time, but here you go." I'm not about starving people and not being able to help people when they need it. But at some point we have to start looking at, how do we fix this? How do we stop 40 million people from needing food assistance? How do we fix that problem? Join me later this week. Tomorrow, we got a lot of people stopping by tomorrow. Coach Carr comes in, head coach of Bakersfield Christian High School, as they face Garces coming Thursday night. Plus, Holly Sousa from F45 River Lakes will stop by. Talk about some fitness as I enter November and try to do no sugar. And a lot of things going on Thursday. I'll tell you about where you can join me out at Houchin, what trick-or-treating I'll be at, all that stuff. Got to make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. This is the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you.
This is AM 1180 KERN Green Acres. This is 96.1 FM Bakersfield. Online at KERNradio.com.
News this hour from
I'm waiting for it to come online. You are a lucky dad. Yes, I am. Very, 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 very lucky. I listen to both of you. I've run into you a couple of times on the streets. You seem like a fine young man. Thank you. I believe it's Chavez. Thank you. 100% preacher, JR. Right on, David. You guys be good to each other out there, all right? And we'll do it again tomorrow.